Good afternoon. So today we will see the Python basics, and in the theory lecture, as sir have already mentioned, some of the means all over the basics of Python. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Yeah. So the session will be of 2 hours, 2 to 4, as already I have discussed, and yeah. So the means all of the code and everything, the id that you will be using is Jupyter Notebook. And so how many of you have do you have any means hands on Python, or you are new?
So very basic
Okay, okay,
Python.
okay, not an issue. Sure. Okay, so let me see. So there are two ways to code. So one is you can code through your local host or local machine, and other is you can use a server. As sir suggested that you can use Google Colab, or some of you means some of the guys are using Kaggle as well. So I will suggest you to use Google Colab so that it will be handy for everyone. Okay, so so just start with uh, you need to open your Google Chrome, and just you have to write Google Colab. Okay. So it will direct you to this page where it says that welcome to Google Colab and Google Research, and Google have set up this server for it is an open source and any of the users can use it. Okay, so here it says that recent Google Drives, you can connect with your Google Drives with your GitHub. You can upload your if you have written something on your local machine, then also you can upload your file here. Okay, so as of now we can say like new notebook. So if you click on new notebook, so it will direct you to the Jupyter notebook type. Okay, like this. So this is the something, the skeleton of where you will be coding the IDE, integrated development environment. Okay. So in this you can see here there are files. Inside file it is like locate in drive. Okay, new notebook. Okay, open in playground means backside back of the mode you can run it. Okay, new notebook, open, upload, rename, and these are some of the things like save if you want to save in your drive, or directly you want to save in the GitHub. Okay, and these some of the things are here. Okay, you want to download it, you want to print it. Okay, and in edit as well there are like you want to cut, copy, find, replace type of things. In view you can see that, okay, means the sidebar if you want, or the sidebar, or if you want to show the code, or if you want to hide the code, or you want to show the output, you want to hide the output, it's like that. So you can uh, cross check, or you can means practice that these type of things. So what exactly it means? So this is like code cell if you see here, and text cell. So code cell is basically for coding, and text cell is basically if you write, if you want to write something, means like for future aspect, like if you are checking your code after 1 year or 2 years, then you should be, you have to give some references, right? So to remember that code, means comments are different and text cells are different. So there is something called section header cell. So it is like writing the code in a format, not code, sorry, writing your text in a format basis. Okay, so okay, so these are not that much important. Okay, so runtime. Yeah, so basically it will give you like 16 14 to 16 GB of RAM. This Google Colab will give you. Okay, so run all if you want to run all of your uh, cells at once, then it is like run all, run before, run selection, run after. Okay, factory reset runtime. Okay, change runtime. If you change the runtime like GPU and CPU, then it will change the runtime. Okay, similarly like here also, if you want to make some settings, or if you want to make this window like this is a white type, if you want to make dark, then also you can do. Okay. So just let me jump to your lab 01. So why okay, so why should you learn Python? That is important. So as in the theory class also, means the slide says that it is an interpreted language. Okay, so not compiled, it is an interpreted language where you can run your code cell by cell and you can check your outputs. Okay, and the number second is the high availability of libraries. So if you are going towards machine learning or deep learning side, then it have a very good libraries, handy libraries, which can be easily usable. Okay, so you don't have to write a long code or means, and the debugging is also easy in Python. And it have a simple English language. It's not like you don't have to code or you don't have to write in fuzzy language is not there. So it's simply simple English language you can write, like print this, print that. Okay, or input this thing. Okay, so these type of things. So many of the big fishes like Google, Amazon, Flipkart, these companies are using Python for their business. Okay, and okay, so to download, if you don't want to use Google Colab, so if you want to download Anaconda, so basically this is Anaconda will be your this inside Anaconda. There are many IDs, you can say, like Snyder is there, Jupyter Notebook is there. Okay, so yeah, you can install it using this link. Okay, so this is a you can run it in your local host. Okay, okay, so now our first cell, then it says that okay, if you want to print something, then you can write print and welcome to this CS506. So I have written like this, so it will just, you have to give this inverted commas, and it will say that welcome to whatever you want to, hello world or whatever you want to write. So the print statement will work like this. So this is 3 point, the version is 3.8 I think. So okay, from here we can't see, but in your local host we can check it. Okay, so local host seems like this. Okay, let it connect, so I will show you that as well. So there are some of the data types, and the first one is the variables, the basics. So I will be going from basics, and I will be covering some of the libraries as well. So what are the variables? Like if you have some values, so those values are storing in some of the memory location of your system. So those memory locations, these are the names. Okay, so the variables means which can vary, the values inside it can vary. Okay, so here I have taken one example. Suppose that uh, you went for a picnic, okay, and there are some expenditure that you have done, like food. You have taken for this much rupees, fare is 2000, shopping is 5. So if you want to just print food, what was the expense for food, so it will say like 230.5. Okay, so if I want to print total expense, so what it should be, I'll be adding all the uh, variables, and it will give me total expenditure. Print total. Okay, and to run it, like to run your code, either again you have to, okay, so to run your code you can use a shortcut like shift enter. So shift enter, if you press shift and then enter, then it will, the code will run, and it is showing you 20.5, and the total will be like 2730.5. Okay. Similarly, for it can be used for storing the text as well. Like I said that item 1 is food, item 2 is fare, item 3 is shopping. So print all travel expenses. So it will print the travel items like food, fare, and shopping. So it is printing like this. So in print statement as also, if you are giving if you want to give semicolon here, then in between you can give the semicolon. Okay, so means it will be more clear if we go down. Okay, okay, so the here I have, so yesterday in the slides also there was, it was there that the keywords can't be used as a variable name, otherwise it will throw the error for you. So I have used true, true is equal to 4. So it is a keyword. Okay, so it can't be used as a variable name. Okay, so that's why it says that can't assign to keyword. Okay, so always keep in mind the keywords can't automatically, the keywords will be converted into some blue color or some other color. Okay, now the number second is the numbers. So with numbers you perform some using numbers you perform some mathematical operations. So here x is equal to 12, and here just I have shown you the print statement if you are, how these operators will be working. Okay, so if you add 12 plus 5, then it is 17. 12 minus 5, it is 7. 12, this is a division. Okay, so this is called division, and this one is called floor division, and this is called modulus. Okay, so and this one is the multiplication, and this one is power, or exponent, you can say. Just I write power only. Okay, so and this, you know, multiplication. Okay, so division, in division what is happening, it will give you after point as well. 12 divided by 5, it is 2.4, but in floor division it is giving you only the quotient term, but in modulus it is giving you the remainder. Okay, and here it is giving you quotient. Quotient. Okay, so and this one, if you multiply 12 into 2, it will be 24. But if this one is 12 cross 12, okay, so this 2 shows the power of this. So 12 into 12 is 124, the power of 12. Okay, so okay, so what you expect from this? What will be the answer of this? 10 plus 2 into 3.
16, sir.
16. Okay. Yes, so 16 only. So it behaves like that only, BODMAS rule, 3 into 6, and it will be added with this. Okay. But in this second one, what you expect?
Minus 0.3.
Okay, so he expect 0.3, but it is 0.29 and like this. Okay, so why this happens? Because our system works with the binary numbers. Okay, so you have a float type number here, so that's why after changing it into binary and doing these type the subtraction operation, it is giving me this type of value 0.299, but to get, but it is nearly 0.3 only. So to round it, just you have to do round, and this one I can use here this. One second. Round a So it is giving me 0.3. A comma 2 means up to means up to 2. So like it round off with 0.29. So 29 was there, so it gave me a rounded value of it, so 0.3. So rounding after decimals, here also it's shown here. If you're, yeah, so one more thing, so you can initialize your values like this as well. So in previous one, what we were doing means we used to say that x is equal to 569, y is equal to this. Okay, so here I have like this, I have written I this one, first one, food is this, fare is this, shopping is this. Okay, so you can write in a single line like this: x comma y is equal to 569 comma 6. It means that x is getting the value of 569 and y is getting the value of 65. So a is, if you are dividing x by y, so you are getting this type of thing. So but if you round it, like similarly at this here I did, so you can round similarly for this as well. If I round it, okay, let's see. So yeah, so it says that 8.75. Okay. Okay, so in this, write a program to find the perimeter of a rectangle. So you have to write a program to find a perimeter of a rectangle using Python program. So length is given, width is given, and expected outcome should be perimeter like this. The expected outcome should come like this. So how it will work? Okay, so just I am, so first what I have to do, I have to assign perimeter. P is equal to, what is the formula for that? 2 into length plus breadth, width. Okay, so I'll say 2 into length plus width. Okay, so and if what in print statement, what shall I write to get this outcome? Anyone, any idea? What shall I write? So first I have to write this comment. So this is basically a comment, but this is the value that I am getting from my calculation. So this one is my p, okay, and this one is my comment up to this. Okay, so after comment, if you see, there is one space as well, so I can write here perimeter is equal to, so after giving your p, we have to give here means after giving the this whatever I have given the variable here, so you have to, before this you have to give a comma. Will this work or it will throw an error?
It will throw an error because the multiplicative operator,
Good,
there is no.
because here is no multiplicative operator is not there, that's why it will throw an error. But now it will not throw an error, it is giving me perimeter is 156. Okay, so the third one is the strings. So in strings, like you are defining like text is equal to hello world. If you define like this, text is equal to hello world, so each of the word have some index. Okay, so here if you see like indexing, sir, I've also told you yesterday, like h is 0 1 2 3 4 like this, it is going up to 10, but there is negative indexing also from -1 to -11. Okay, so if I want to take h, so what shall I write? Text 0, right? Because text 0 falls here, so it will give me h. Okay, so okay, just let me do something. Okay, just tell me, if I want to take ELLO, what shall I write? So in indexing, the first start is included, whatever the index you are giving here, it will be included, but this stop will be excluded. That's why you have to give if you are taking ELLO, then you have to give one more index as well. plus 1. Like you should not give up to 4, you have to give up to 5. Okay, then it will include the fourth one, it will exclude the fifth one. Okay, so text. So what shall I write for ELLO? Sorry.
1:5.
1 second. What happened to this? Okay. What shall I write? ELLO.
1:5.
1:5. Good. So I will be giving 1:5. Yeah, it's correct one. Okay. So and similarly for 2, it is giving me L. Okay. If I want full hello world, so you have to write 0 to 11. 0 to 11 means 0 to 11, and if you are not getting giving the stop as well, then it will automatically take the full word, means the full all 2 words it will take. Okay, so if I am not giving, if I am giving not giving anything starting, anything end, then it will give me the full hello word. Okay, so if there is something, the negative indexing. So text -1. So -1 will give me D. Okay. And okay, so what shall I do if I want RLD using negative indexing? Can you do? Okay, so first I'll tell, then you can do later. Okay, so text -5, I'm saying -5, from -5 to all up to last. I'm not giving ending, so it will take from -1, WORLD. Like for I said ORLD, then -5, and then it will be -4, -4 to last. Okay. Similarly, okay, so this also you can do -5 colon for to give the word. Okay. Okay, so this one is important. Now, if I want from negative side, you have to print it. Negative means from back side, like HELLO is there, hello word is there, but I want first at DLROW space OLLEH. So how you will go through it? Like the first one is start. Okay, because start will be you are giving full. Stop also you are giving full. But there is something, one more thing, like if you are giving after colon, if you are giving -1, so -1 means it is not the index of this. -1 means you are giving it a negative, you are reversing it, the string. Okay, so it works like this: text all this one start and -1, so it will give me the from DL like this. If you want to take in between of this minus from all this starting to -6, from starting to -6, but in a reverse order, so it will give you the in a reverse order. Okay, I think someone's mic is on. You can mute please, and then you can if you have doubt, you can switch it off. Okay, so okay, so strings are immutable. Immutable means you can't change it. Okay, you there is if you are processing some important parameters, so you can put it inside a string like string tuple. These are immutable. Okay, so you can't change it in between, but like list is mutable, you can change it. Okay, like so similarly text one, if I want to change it, I was trying to change it to A, so it throws me an error that strings are immutable. Not sorry, not this string object does not support item assignment. Okay, so similarly here. Okay, yeah. So why we are giving in the string, we can use these inverted comma, mean double inverted comma as well as single inverted comma. So we can go with a single one or double one, but why we need two? Okay, for this type of sentences it is okay, but if you have this type of sentence, let me just zoom it. I think it will be difficult for you. Okay, so for text 3, if you see let's code, in your string, it itself says that let's inverted comma is there. Okay, but your program thinks that it is ended here. Okay, the string is ended here, so that's why in this type of case you need double inverted comma. So here I have used double inverted comma, then it says let's go. Similarly, for this one, for double, what is the use of single inverted comma? Then if you have computer works using binary numbers, so here I have given double inverted comma to the my binary. Okay, so then in that case, if you are giving here double this one, then in that case it will throws error for you. Okay, so it throws an error because it says that okay, this is ended here, then it says that this is something vague. Okay, so that's why here we shall put this one. Now it is. Now if you want to write the thing like this, address is IIT Ropar, Rupnagar, Punjab, India, like this, and you want to print it, but here it says in strings you should give uh, if you are using single and double inverted type of commas, then you have to give in a line. Otherwise it again you have to give here, again you have to, it will ask you here. But how to get rid of it? So for this it will throw an error. So how to get rid of it? Just use 3 inverted commas. Okay, then if you print it, then it will automatically give you the things like this. Okay, so now next, okay, so here I have given a is equal to 10, but this 10 is not numeric. Okay, this 10 is a string type. So x is equal to a plus b. So if I print it, then it will give me 1020, not 30, because this is my string, not numeric values. If these are numeric values, then it shall give 30, but as of now it is giving 1020 because it is not adding, it is concatenating 10 and 20. So if I check the type of x, so here you can check the type of x. What is the type of x? So here the type of x is a string type. Okay, so always keep in mind, if you are doing coding, then if you are getting an error or something like this, then you can check the type. What is the type of your variable? Okay, similarly in this a is equal to 10, but here what 10 is a numeric because I'm not giving inverted commas, and b is also 20, and if you add it, it will give me 30. So class is an integer type. So if I do concatenation means the, like here the 10 and 20, these two strings were concatenating. Okay, so similarly the strings here, ice and cream. So if I just, how can I concatenate? Just you can put add plus. So if you just put plus, whether you are giving here space or here the space is there, it doesn't matter. It will the space will not be created here. For to create an space, just you have to give one inverted comma here, and just you have to give a space. Okay, so that here you see the ice and cream are there, as are separated. Now if I am concatenating string and numeric value, okay, let's say if I'm concatenating these string and numeric, then hello and hello is your string, and 23 is your numeric value. So it will throw an error because it says that the integer and strings can't be concatenated. Okay, so just as of now I am going through the basics only. Okay, so okay, so but if I give the inverted commas to this 23, then it will behave like a string, and these two have the same data type. Then it will say that print s1 and s2, then it is giving me hello 23. Now the fourth one is the list, which is very important. Above was also important, but this list are mostly used in if you are doing like machine learning or these type of projects. Okay, so let's say you list means just for if you are going to a shopping mall or grocery store, then there before going there you are making a list that what are the items that I'll be purchasing, right? So what if you have to write like item 1 rice, item 2 oil, 3, like it is a like hectic type of process. Okay, so list means you can just write all the things in a square bracket. Okay, in list you have to put a square bracket. Okay, and in strings you have to put inverted commas. Inverted commas are there. So here rice, oil, bread, fruit, milk is there, and if I'm printing it, it will give me rice, oil, bread. So similarly, like strings, the indexing happens with list as well. If I want to get if I want to get bread, so what I shall write? Items, items in square bracket. What index I shall give? I have to give
2, sir.
Yeah, 2. Good. So I have to give 2. Okay. Okay. Actually, I am not able to check. Means you can speak. Okay. Okay. So item 0. So it will be rice. Okay. So if 1 means oil, 2 means bread, 3 means fruit, and then milk. Similarly, if I want to add in second in after rice, if I want to add biscuit, so how I'll add? Because I can give here 1. Okay, or if I want to add in place of 2, so then it will be like biscuit. Then in here it was like rice, biscuit, bread was like this, but now in place of 2 it will okay. So yeah, previously it was rice only. So what I need to do, I need to run my code again up to here. Now again I ran my code. So rice, oil, bread is omitted, and in place of bread biscuit came. Okay, but I'll put here bread only. So if I want rice and biscuits, so 0 and 1, and 2 is excluded. Okay, so 2 minus 1 will be added. N minus 1. So biscuits for in that case 0 and 2 you have to give if you want 0 and 1. Okay, so rice and biscuits are there. Okay, so there are some methods. Okay, so what are these methods for list? So append, so it will append an element. So we will see just down, we will see append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop. Okay, so this some practice you can do. So append, how append works? Like if I want to add, so what I said that lists are mutable. Mutable means you can change it. Okay, in between you can change it, but strings, tuple are immutable. In between you can't change it. So if I want to append butter, If I want to add butter, suppose in your list you forgot to add something, and later you thought, oh, I have to add butter. So how you will do? You will append it. But what append will do? Append will add the item at the last of your list. Okay, so at last it is adding it, butter. Okay, so and if suppose I want to remove the item from the list, and with some particular location, with particular index like 0 1 2 3 4 5, if I want to remove butter from the this exactly butter, if I want to remove, then I have to give here pop items 1, because items 1 is my list, items 1 dot pop 5. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 4 5 5, so butter is omitted. Up to here, any doubt? If no
No
doubt,
doubt.
okay then. So okay, so similarly in okay, then again I printed that, okay, item 1, so it is my item 1. So if I want to insert, so previously I was using append. So append means at last it was adding an item, but if I want to insert an item somewhere in between, somewhere means after oil, if I want, or not after bread, and then butter should come, like this I am thinking. So butter will be my which position? 0 1 2 3, third position will be my butter, right? So if I, okay, yeah, so items 1 dot insert, so insert butter after bread. Okay, so items 1 dot insert 3, and third position I am adding butter. Okay, so at third position I am adding butter. Now butter is added here to your third position. So similarly, if you want to clear it, if you want to clear your, oh no, okay, clear we will do at last. So similarly, if you have two lists, suppose one list you prepared and one list your friend prepared, and if you want to join those two lists, so item 1 was my this list, rice, oil, this type of list, and item 2 is my like item 2 is my washroom type list, like soap, brush, paste, clips, like something like this. Then what you need to do to join it, just you have to put plus. So items 1, items 2 will be added, and then I have written here 1 2. So it is 1 and 2, then it will give you the whole list, rice, oil, butter, like this. Then these things are also added here, soap, brush, paste, clips. Okay, so finding the length of items in a list. So how you will find the length of items in a list? So just you need to write len. For length, the shortcut is len, items 1 2. So it will give you the how many items are there. So if you count these all items, these are the 10 items, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so total are the 10 items. Okay, so okay, so there is one what is that operator called in operator. So if you want to check whether soap is in, because if you have a, if you are a grocery manager or something like this, and if you have to check whether my this thing is in my grocery or not, okay, so in your mart or not, so at that point you can't read each or every list, right? So what you have to do, you can use the in operator, whether soap in item 12, whether soap is there in this list or not. So what it will say? Yes, true. So soap is there. Honey is there? No, honey is not there. It will say false. So if I want to remove, okay, so previously what was there? Pop was there. So I was using pop, and then I was giving the index. But in such case, in if you have a big list, okay, if you have a, so not big, large list, so and if you have to if you have a large list, but you will be not knowing the index, you are knowing the soap is there, but you are not knowing that what in which index it is, then directly you can do write dot remove and the item name soap, and it will remove the soap from here. Okay. Similarly, using delete method, so if you if you want to delete 1 0 and 1 one index, so like this del you have to put item 1 to 0 1 one index, then it will delete this one. 0 1 1 was oil, it will delete your oil. So it is similar to your pop only. Okay. Yeah, and one thing that you are knowing here in this, you was knowing that soap is there in my item, but how many soaps are there? You are knowing soap is there, it gives you true, but how many soaps are there? You don't know that. Then what is there? Count. Then you can count it. Like say if I want to put, okay, just if I want to add, let me do that, item 12 dot append. Okay, so if I am adding butter again, okay, and I'm adding items, sorry, items 1 2. Let's see. From starting I need to run it. That's why actually I didn't run it in between. Here, okay, here it is okay. From here I have to run. Shift and enter you have to press, okay. So soap is there, okay. You have deleted and now you are getting okay. So now the butter is added at the last. But if you count the butter, what it will give? 2. So now you are getting 2 here. Okay. Similarly, the reverse method. How the reverse method will work? Like A, B, C, D. Now you want to reverse this items. Like A, B, the list you want to reverse. Like D, C, B, D. Okay. So you just put the method reverse, and it will reverse your list D, C, B, A. Okay. And you want to clear your list, just put items dot clear, and it will clear your all the list. Okay, so what was there? Clear was there, reverse was there, count, pop, append. Okay, so and some more methods were also there. So here, that's why I have given you the picture, and this code I will send to you, this file I will send. Okay, sort is also there, so it will sort as per the ascending descending order. Okay, okay, so one more method is there, extend. So if you want to extend your list, so languages, this one is Hindi and English language. This is languages, and this is languages 1. So this is Hindi and English, Punjabi, Marathi. So I want to languages dot extend. I want to extend this list. So using this one, second list. So I want to extend it. Then what will be the output? Hindi, English, Punjabi, Marathi. I will just run it. So I am printing language list languages. So these languages I am printing. So you are extending it. Okay. Hindi, English, Punjabi, and Marathi. Okay. Okay, just I will delete it. Okay. So now we came to if else statement. So WAP means write a program that asks user to enter a number, and program should tell whether a number is even or odd. Okay, so just I am writing a number whether it is even or odd. So how can I write? So now it should ask a user. Okay, so number is equal to, like it should ask a user to enter a number. So user should enter a number, and my code should automatically tells whether it is a even number or odd number. So in, if you directly give input like this, enter a number. So always keep in mind, don't use these type of things like this, and num. Some many of the guys used to do like this as well. Because see, if you in future, if you have to build a app, and if the app is showing like this, whether are you able to get what the app needs. So always practice in a better way, always write clearly so that any user can easily understand it. Okay. If num, what is the condition for it? If it is divided by 2, it will check this double equal to is a comparison operator, and single equal to the assignment operator. If num is 0, then it will say print number is given. Else, see now, else should come just after your if. Okay, if is here, else is here. So in else, just please check the convention also, right? So I gave here the the condition, and then I put colon. Then I have written statement, and I have written this else colon, and then I am using print number is odd. So so whether this will work? Okay, first let it ask me the number 23. What should it output? Anyone?
Number is odd.
Number is odd. Abhinav is writing correct. Okay. So he is saying number is odd. It will not print number is odd. It will give you an error. Why? Because here in this statement I did a mistake. Intentionally I did that mistake, because if you are giving like this, number input enter a number, so the default it will take as a string. So I have to define it. Int is int. That's why it was showing an error. So just put like this, run it. 23, number is odd. Okay. Okay. So this one. Now write a program. Okay, so this program, just simple one I made. Write a program to ask a dish name. So it will ask a dish name, and it should print whether the dish is in the cuisine or not. Whether the dish is in which cuisine, Indian, Chinese, Italian. Okay. So why I give one more code here? Why I'm giving these examples? Because it will be much more clearer with this. Because if I'm just giving you the syntax, then it will be not that much clear. But with example, you will be understanding. Like here, I am using a list. Here, I am. This is an example of list as well as I am using if else. Okay, and here important thing is now I have a string is there. Now I don't have to write int. Okay, so that's why input, because by default it is a string only. So here now what it says, now what I, okay, so just let me, shall I write this, okay, code once again, or okay, just let me just see from here only. Indian dal, samosa, naan, Chinese noodle, momos, roll, Italian pizza, pasta. Okay, dish. Okay, so input. Okay, I think some of your किसी किसी के मुंह में लालच आने लग गया होगा. तो dish is this one, and if dish in Indian, if dish is if the dish, whatever this is, the name is entered, if it is an Indian dish, then it will print Indian dish. So how it will check? Then I have used the operator called operator in. Okay, so in will check whether the dish is in Indian whether the dish is in Chinese, whether the dish is in Italian cuisine. Okay, so as per that, it, and if the dish is not found, then you will say this is not in the in that question. So let me run it. So which dish shall I put? Bolo bolo.
Noodles.
Momo.
Noodles. Oh, momos. Okay, noodles. Noodles. Okay, so noodles is Chinese. So don't eat Chinese. Okay, so eat Indian. Okay, so now this is completed. Now just now we will see for loop. This is very important loop. So why like one write a program to store monthly expenses in a list and find out total expense. So there are some of the expenses which a person have made. So 2300 in some month he have made this much, these many expenses. So I want to print total expenses. Batao how. So this is a way to print total expenses. But if I want to print the expenses using, because but the expenses are for 5 years, so you can't index it like the 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to like this 60. You can't index, right? It is very difficult. So what you need to use, you can use for loop. For, so how for loop will work? For I in expenses. Okay, so if I'm printing I, print I, what will happen? So it will print this one, 230069. It is printing like this. Okay, so if I want to add this, so I can write sum is equal to 0, some variable I am defining, so that it will sum, and then I can put it in a comment. Then I can write sum is equal to sum plus I. Okay, so it will give you the sum, and then it will add to the this one 2300. First the value of sum is 0, so 0 plus 2300, it will be stored in sum 2300. Then again it will say 6900, because the one by one the values are coming, that's why I showed you print I. And 2300 plus 6900, and again the value is stored in sum, whatever the addition is, and again that addition plus this. Okay, now I'm writing print. So if I write here, one second, let me write here first, print sum, difference between these two. Okay, so what was that first? Because I should show you whether what I am saying is correct or not. So what I said first, 2300, previously it was 0, but 0 plus 2300 is this one, 2300 plus this 6900 is this, then this plus next one is this much, this much, this much, but at last is 2113. So the same value I got, but I don't want to print this much. So then what I can do, I can put it here, and after completing the loop it will give me the result. Okay, so this is one way, and the another way is you can use range here. Okay, so let me do it with,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, I had a doubt. The
Hmm.
previous statement. Sir, in this, I check by indexes or uh, by
Not by
the.
indexes, I check directly by values.
So here I will increment one by one from we haven't initialized I. Uh,
Which I have,
so
no, that one
then
by one is using the while loop. In for
yes,
loop
sir.
it will automatically increment, not increment
Uh,
the I value you are saying, right?
yes, sir.
In the 0 1 2 3, you are saying like, right, this like. Okay,
Yes,
just
sir.
one minute, let me give the example. So I am writing here uh, uh, 20 comma 30 comma 15 comma 16. Now you will understand this, comma 89, something like this. Okay, Okay, so now I'm giving for I in A, int I. Okay, so I am writing like this. What it will give? It will give me 20, 30, 50. But if you want index, so now you have to write, because index means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will take it automatically. That you are saying no, that you have to increment. In
Yes,
Python, the
sir.
for loop will automatically take like this. Okay,
Yes, sir.
but the index, but if you want the index of this 20, 0, 1, 2, 3, like this, if you want, so what you have to give? You have to give range and length of A. Okay, then it will give you the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now here only, how
Yes,
what you
sir.
can do? Okay, here only, just I will take this one. Okay. Now here, first I did with using okay, the in down also I have showed the two things in expenses and okay, sum I have to give sum equal to 0, and then you are doing sum is equal to sum plus I, then you are printing it. Print sum. Okay, now it will print the sum, but now the same thing remains the same, but I am saying range of length expenses. Okay, but here if you put I, so I will be your 0, 1, 2, 3. Understood? But how you will get the, if you are getting 0, 1, 2, 3, then what I need to do? I need to write expenses, and then I have to do this one. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now you are, I think, understood the two ways to do it. Okay, the similar actually I did down as well. I will delete this because you should not get confused. Okay, so using range also I did, and using this sorry, using range and sorry, you not, yeah, index I can say. Okay, okay, so the range function. So how to use the range function? Suppose you have you want the numbers between 1 to 10, and you don't want to write, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So directly you can write for I in range 1 comma 11, and just put it in print I, so it will give you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay, but why I have given 11? Because this is excluded, that's why you have to give plus 1. Okay, so 10 I have not given, up to 11 I have given, then it only it will give you up to 10. So if I am giving just here, I am giving 10, it will give me from 0. Yeah, okay, down I have done. Okay, okay, so here I have done. Okay, so for I in range this 0 to 9. Okay, now break statement. So what is the use of break statement? Means if so there is one example I have taken, like suppose you have a uh, book, okay, and the book actual location is on desk in your home. The book you are searching for a book, but the book actual location is on desk, but the locations in your home are like chair is there, table is there, sofa is there, bed is there, desk is there, almirah, bag. Now I want, like, my computation should not my means as for the computational uh, efficient sorry, less computational, for less computation, I don't want it to run after desk. If my desk, if it it has reached up to desk, Now my this running of code should stop. Okay, so I have taken for I in uh, location. So it is checking now. It is checking now. I am using if else inside for loop, and I am using break statement. Okay, now desk is there, the location is desk, actual location is desk, I know that. Then I am saying for I in location. Okay, if I means the chair, table, it will check in every location. If the location is, if the location is desk, if the location is the found is desk, then my statement should break. Okay, otherwise it should tell that the book is not found, when the book is not in these locations. So intentionally I have given here desk as well. Okay, so now it is saying that book is not found in chair, table, sofa, bed, desk. It is found on desk. Now the statement is break. Okay, otherwise the statement will go like alumira bag, will say, it will say like this. Okay, now continue statement. Okay, now in continuous statement, write a program to print square of numbers between 1 to 10 except even numbers. So you don't want to print even numbers, you want to print the square of odd numbers only between 1 to 10. So what I will do, I will use a for loop for I in range 1 to 11. So this loop will give me 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 numbers. Here I am using continue statement. So what continue will do, it will, after this I have to check whether the number is even or odd. If it is even number, if it is even number, then it will continue means it will again go to this loop. Okay, it will not print the square of that number, it will again go to this loop. If the odd number it is getting, then only it will print the square of that number. Okay, so like this the continuous statement works. Now the while loop, uh, just yeah, you were saying no, that we are not incrementing, so this is like this. If I'm saying I is equal to 1 while I is less than equal to 10. Okay, so print I am saying print I, but I have given 1, so it shall increment up to 10 until it is less than equal to 10. So it will increment it, then it will print 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay. Then comes the another data type called tuple. So tuples are immutable, already I said, and tuples we denote using small brackets. So here we have shown yes, those tuples also use all the thing, means all these string, list, tuple, these use the indexing. So tuple physics chemistry 1997 2000, it is like this. Tuple 2 is also 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so okay, print tuple 1 0. So it will give me physics. Tuple 2 1 to 5, it will print from 2 to 5, it will print. Okay, yeah, so this already discussed. Now I'm tuple 1 is 1 is the 12, and this one tuple 2 is this one. Following action is not valid for tuples. Okay, why? Because we can't, I already said it is immutable, so we can't change the value of 0th index to 100. Okay, so the item, suppose item is assigned. Okay, so it's written here. Okay, so and if I want to add the two tuples, so it is possible in tuple, like tuple 1 plus 2. So it will add to a new tuple will be created. Okay, yeah. In tuple we can find the minimum and maximum, so we can use these methods. So if I want to find a min, so it will be like 12. If I want to find the max, it will be 78. Just let me drink water. So if I want to convert list to tuple, so I have a list. Item list is given 1, 2, 3, XYZ, Zara, ABC. And if I want to convert it into tuple, what I will do? Okay, so here it will throw an error, I think. Item list is so I am what I am doing. I am writing I'm writing tuple in front of my list. So this is my list. So I am writing a tuple in front of it, and I am printing it. It's simple only. Okay. So it will give me the 1, 2, 3, this and this. So now see, the list was square bracket. Now tuple is curly braces. Okay, so this you have to keep in mind. List is so okay. So here you can see that code is there and text is there. So if I print say text, so this was my coding cell. Now this is my text cell. Okay, so I can write here like tuple all in bracket and list is square bracket and dictionary is my curly braces. Okay. Okay. So now, okay, so here just I want to count. So there are some of the methods similar to list. If I want to count, like this is
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, can we also convert tuple to list?
Yeah. Tuple to list.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 1 second, let me check. Tuple tuple to list. I think we can convert. Let me check. Yeah, we have to write list in front of it, but let me be sure. Yeah. So yeah, we are writing list in front of it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Means like we are writing tuple in front of it. Similarly, we have to write list. I think that we should put it. Convert UPL tuple to list. List, and this is your tuple. Okay. Now this is your tuple. Let's check. Okay, now your this is converted into your list. Because many times we can't remember everything. Just cross check it. You can just Google it. So
Yes, sir.
count, yeah. So count is similarly like how many times the 3 is coming in your tuple, like 3, 1, 2, 3 times 3 is coming. So it will say that, and how many times Python is coming 1, 2, 3 times. So it will say count 3 and Python is coming 3 times. So just you have to write dot count 3 tuple 1. Tuple 1 is your this one. Tuple 1 I have given, tuple 2 I have given. Res is equal to tuple 1 dot count 3. So the 3 integer I have to count. So it will say that okay, it is coming 3 times. Similarly for Python, it is coming 3 times like this. So the dictionary is similar to your like phone dictionary. phone directory. So you are searching in your mobile, you are searching someone's name, and then you are getting a number. Okay, so similarly it's like key and value. So one is your key and apple is your value. Okay, two is your key and ball is your value. So so this is a integer key and this is with mixed keys. So mixed keys means it is a string, the name is John, and then second, just I can say it's number. I mean, you can write here is number like mobile number or something like this, you can do. Then I have to remove this one. So you can write his number. So it will say that one apple, two ball, like my dictionaries are created. So like yeah, and in your mobile phone what you are saying, writing like you want to check the name is Jack or Ram. So you want to check the phone number of Ram. So if you will write my dictionary Ram, so it will just says okay, it's is or his age. So you will write age, it will give you 26. So here dot get also you can use, or similar, I think that similar also you can use it. So in case of this age you have to write, so you will get, yeah. So dot get also you can use the method, or you can just say simple age. So age also it will print 26. Okay, and this was the just different way of writing. So how can you change and add dictionary items? So if I want to update the age to 27, by mistake you wrote 26 and now you want to update 27, and similarly you want to add address like downtown. Okay, so how you will do that? Just I am saying my dictionary address downtown I am writing. Okay, so I am giving like this in a square bracket, and here also the age I am saying 27. So the age will be updated because same key I am taking, but here I am taking different key, new key. So it will give me the output like this: name Jack, age 27, address downtown. Okay, yeah, and this is very important. Yeah, similarly in this also you can use pop clear to remove the items in a dictionary. So the dictionary also works similar, means your methods are similar in dictionary. So functions. So function is basically like you want to perform some specific task, like in washing machine. Washing machine it just have to wash the clothes. Okay, it don't have to uh, mm, you don't have to show any channel like tv just have to show you a particular uh, not a smart tv, but just it will show you a display, or just it will perform I think that tv is not a good example, washing machine is good example, or refrigerator is a good example. Okay, so where you are doing a particular thing, one specific task. Okay, so here I say, so why we use functions? Because if you have, okay, so write a program to find total of each of the list. So I want to find the total of this list and total of this list. So how I will do? Similarly, in previous one I did. So sum is equal to 0 for I in John marks. So there are some marks for John, 98, this is this 53. David marks are there, and I am writing a code like sum is equal to 0 for I this and this. Okay. Similarly for David as well, I have to write a code, and then I will get a David marks and John marks and David marks. But if I want to write a code using functions, how I will write? Okay, so how I will write it? Okay, just I will show you this only. So define. So you have to define a function. Okay, so in Python, so I can define any function like def marks marks. So it will throw an error for me. Just I will say, not this. 1 second. Some other thing I'll take. Count something like this. Student. Okay. So here you have to give colon. Okay, so here is your function name. Basically, this is function name, and this is a argument that you are passing. So which argument you want to pass, you have to give it here. And what is your function name? You have to get it here. The function name is marks, and the argument that you have to pass is student. Okay, so the similar one, because here I need to write, if there are many students, are there 100 students, so I can't write 100, I mean 100 into 300 lines of code, means again and again. And with function, using function, just you have to write only 3 lines of code. Okay, so this is the beauty of functions. So for I in student, someone this similar, and then you have to return someone. This is important, that return, you have to write a return someone, then it will return whatever operation it is performing. Okay, now I have to assign this list, because I was having these two lists. 1 second, let me take it down, because it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so I have these two lists, John Marks and David Marks. So what I am doing, Marks, what is Marks? Marks क्या है?
Function name.
Function name. Who is saying? Vedant's only saying here. What about others? Others are getting or not?
Yes, sir.
And what about mechanical students? Okay, I think some of you are at home, so it is some. Okay. So marks is a function name, and here is an argument that I need to pass. But what in this argument, what I need to pass, because this argument have to go further in the students. This argument have to pass here, because here I was giving David Marks, here I was giving John Marks. So similarly, here John Marks will go, because Marks function name, to the function name I am passing an argument John Marks. John Marks is my list. This list will go to this one, and this student, this argument will be passed here with for loop. Okay, so it will return sum. So for John, it is returning John Marks 366, David Marks this one. Okay, so if you are adding whatever 50 or 2000, 6000, whatever lines you are adding, so just it will work for all the lists, all the marks list. Okay, only 3 lines. Now the important thing is class. So this is important one. Okay, so just a second. Okay, just a second. Okay. Now what is class? It falls under common paradigm of object oriented programming. So why class is important? So class is important because if you are writing a code for some a big project, then in that case you don't have to write thousands lines of code, right? So classes and objects give you a handy way to write your code. Okay, so like I just now I showed you using functions you can means it also looks good if you are using functions, because it is easy and understandable. Because and if you see this one and if you see this one, so it is like vague type of thing, right? So it is also not easy to understand, but this one is easy to understand. Okay, similarly with classes, and as well as the time complexity also increases in that case. But in this, if you are using classes, if you are using functions, the time complexity also reduces. Okay, so what is class? So just I'm giving you a example, like human is the class, like we humans are the class. So we have some of the properties, like we have name, gender, our occupation. Okay, and there are some of the methods, like we speak, we do some work, we used to sleep. Okay, so properties and methods, just keep these two things in mind, and class is the human class. So we have the properties like name, gender, occupation, and methods. We speak, we work, we write, we sleep. Okay, so class is basically a set of properties and methods. Okay, but inside class, I think that you have heard object. Okay, so inside class, we humans are there. So I have taken the example here, Albert Einstein and Arnold. So these two are the objects, but inside the human class only these two are the objects. These two are humans, right? But Albert Einstein is not similar to Arnold because their properties are different. The name is different, gender not same, but name is different, occupation is different. Okay, or I can write here like एक्ट्रेस का नाम बताओ. Just I'll write. What shall I write? Aishwarya. Just I'm writing example. Albert Einstein and Aishwarya. So their name is different, gender is different, occupation is different. Uh, they both speaks, right? But in a different way. They work, both works, but different. Sleep, but different. But they used to do all the things what human does. Okay, so these are the objects. Okay? So instance of these two are different. So instance, yeah, instance means sorry, the properties are different. The properties are same, but instance are different. Sorry, the properties and name, they have the name, they have the gender, they have the occupation, but what name they have, it is different. It is called the instance. What gender they have, it is different. What occupation they have, it is different. Okay, so like this, you need to define a class. There's a class here I have defined human. So always class, the first word is should be capital. H should be capital. Okay, so there is one inbuilt function called init. So it is basically used to, here I have written, initialize the properties of that particular class when later instance is created. So it is basically used to initialize the properties of that particular class. Particular here the class is human. Okay, so self is these are the arguments, name, occupation. So these are the arguments. Just I will remove it. Okay, just I will. Shall I write once again? So I have defined a class. That's why I didn't wrote the previous one, because it was simple. Human. So I'm writing like this. Human. Because inside class also there are many things like abstraction, polymorphism, init self is your argument, and you are passing some arguments here. So I am writing n is for my name, o is for my occupation. Okay, then you have to give here column self dot name. You need to define like this: self dot name, because name is your property, and then it will come n self dot uh, occupation will give o. Okay. O. Now I'm defining. Okay, so they are doing some work. Work is your methods. So now I will define their methods. So methods as a function only we need to define. So def like work they will do. Here also we need to define self. If okay, so now I want to write if self dot if its occupation is, what is the occupation of Albert Einstein? Scientist, huh? Professor, and then it is what it is, print self dot name is a teaches. He teaches. Teaches. Okay. So it's so I'm writing its self dot occupation is professor, and its name will be, and I am just writing that name self dot name. Automatically the name will come here because I am writing the two names, right? Albert Einstein and Aishwarya. And I am writing else if. This is just an example. Self dot occupation press I'm giving here print self dot name dance. Okay. And def both speaks, but one. Okay, just I'll write what they speak. Just print self dot name says hello. Okay, now you have done up to here. Now what you need to do, you need to define the objects. Okay, so class you have defined, methods you have defined, properties you have used, arguments you have used. So these are your methods. This is your method, this is your method, properties you have used, arguments you have used, class is this. Now you have to define objects. Albert is equal to, for Albert I am writing, it will take human class. So I have to write like the human, and I have to pass the argument. Inside human class I am writing, but what argument shall I pass? Not self, because self is inbuilt. N and O, name and occupation. So what is the name? Albert Einstein. Albert, just Albert only I write. And what is his occupation? Professor. Okay. Copy this here. Okay. And Albert dot, and I have to define the method for it, this as well, work and Albert dot speaks. Yes. Let me run it. Mhm. Okay, yeah. So just write it down. Okay. So it says Albert teaches, Albert says hello. Okay. So how it now I was uh, giving this to my class, Albert and professor. Now see, it says Albert teaches. Now the self dot name was here. So it went here, Albert, and then it says teaches. Now at first what happened? I write here human, it went human here. Then Albert and professor are there. So it was passed to the name and occupation. Name and occupation. So self dot name. So I said self dot name is N, self dot occupation is O. So self dot name is N. What was the N? Albert. So Albert came here and Albert teaches. Self dot name self dot occupation was self dot occupation is professor, because it matches with this self dot occupation from here. So self dot occupation professor I give, so it will. So similarly for Aishwarya also we can do this. Copy this and like this. I have to write give here address because it will match using it. AI. Just I am writing AI. Okay. AI. Okay. Now see, Albert teaches. Albert says hello. I dance as says hello. Okay. So I think you got the concept how objects work. What is object? So Albert and AI, Aishwarya and Albert are the objects. Okay. And these are properties, methods, arguments. Now I think you got the idea. So on top of this only, now you can use inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation type of things. Okay, now comes the important library called NumPy. Yeah, any doubt till here? Or
Clear,
it's
sir.
okay?
No, sir.
Okay. So if you already have a list, so what is the use of NumPy? So it is basically it is a heavily used for scientific computing. So the main benefits of using it is it consumes less memory, it is fast, it is convenient. Okay, so how you will install it, the important thing, how you will install it first. Just you have to, first I will show you this how you have to install it. Just if uh, in the Google Colab it is pre-installed, in local host also it is pre-installed. NumPy and pandas or matplotlib are pre-installed. But if some of the libraries those are not installed, so how you will do that? Semicolon, or through conda environment also you can install pip. From here you can install like this, pip install NumPy. Okay, like this, and shift enter, you need to run it. So for me the requirements are satisfied, so it will say the requirements are satisfied. Okay, so my package is 1.19.5 and the Python version is 3.7. Okay, so just I will delete it because already I have written here. Now you have to import. Now you have to import NumPy. So I have written import NumPy as np. Np is the shortcut. You can write your name as well, but it is like a conventional that from 10 12 years they are using NP only. In everywhere you will find NP. So, and like for pandas, it's one more library, panda. So for that we are using PD. Then for all the libraries there is some shortcuts they are using. Okay, so because writing numpy everywhere is tedious, so that's why NP is used. So I am importing here numpy as NP. A is equal to NP dot array 1 2 3, and if I want to print A, so it is 1 2 3. Similarly for indexing also works like this. A0, so A0 it will print 1. Okay, now the important thing which I want to show you is this one. So if I have, okay, now if I have, so okay, so this is I am importing time, I am importing numpy, and this is system specific parameters, SYS. This is one of the module, SYS. Okay, so SYS is basically the used to give the information regarding the system, like parameters and functions. Okay, so let's say I, okay, it, one second, let me do here so that you can understand clearly. So import numpy as np. What I will do, just create one list, list list1 is equal to range, okay, 1000 I'm taking 1000. So what I want to show you that the memory consumption between list and numpy. Okay, so because I said here that it will use less memory, it is fast, it is convenient, but you need to, because but I need to show you this, because writing and doing are two different type of things. Okay, so this list one is range of 1000, and just, okay, so we can define a list like like this. Okay, so if I am printing list one, so what it will give, it will give me from 0 to 1000 a full list. Okay, like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and like this it is giving. Okay, so, and array also I'm making, arr ay array. So like in list we used to write like this, range from 1000. So similarly for array we are using np dot a range 1000, np dot a range 1000. Okay, now for this one I will take. What I am doing here now, see, so I am getting what I'm saying, system dot get size of 5. So size of 5 means that the values, the items will be between 0 to 1000, 0 to 999, right? Total items will be this much, mean 1000 items will be there. So I'm saying to print sys dot get size of one item and multiplied, because the size of one item uh, is equal to the size of each item in that list. Okay, so the item of 5, sorry, size of 5 is equal to the size of 6 is equal to the size of 7 8 9 10, right, like this. So what I am saying, I will get the size of one item and I will multiply it with the length of the list. समझ में आया? You have a 10 pencils, one pencil cost is 5 rupees, so I am doing 10 into 5, 50 rupees. So similarly I am doing here. For in list we used to do like this. NumPy also we used to similar, same thing I am doing. So np dot arrange, the same data I am taking but using range and NumPy, and here also I am taking the same, the size of one item, that array dot item size, it is giving me one item size and multiplying it with the array size. So the array size is 1000. Okay, so I'm multiplying it with. So now if I run this code, now see the list, the number of the bytes what list took is 28,000, and what the number of bytes what array took is 8,000. It means that one item size is 28 bytes in list and 8 byte in an array. Understood? So so we can say that the numpy is memory efficient, so it uses less memory than this. That's why numpy is heavily used in the coding part. Okay, now let's see for, okay, let me delete it. Let's see for time, that how much time it took. Okay, so I have not done that. Let me do that. Like suppose I am saying import, because already okay, so in at the top, if you have imported numpy, then no need to import it, but just you have to run that cell. Okay, that cell should be you should run it. So let's say the size, because I'm saying L1 is equal to length, list1 is equal to range size, sorry, range 1000, L2 list2 is equal to range. See what I'm doing, I am just multiplying. I am trying to do addition of, बता देता हूँ. A is, suppose you have A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, and B is equal to 8 comma 9 comma 4 comma 6 comma 7 comma 5. Okay, now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make one new list and trying to add 8, the first element of each one. 8 plus 1, 9 comma 9 11 comma, like this I am trying to do. Okay, 4 plus 3 7 7, like this I am trying to do. Okay, so I'm trying to do like this. So I'm using, but I'm using list, I'm creating a list using range function. So let me do, okay, so this was the for list, but I'm using array as well, because I have to compare array and list. Np dot arrange range and 1000. I think that will be better to put here n equals to 1000. And 10 and a2 is equal to p dot arrange and, okay, and because I have to check the time, so I'm saying, so I have to import time before it. Import time. Okay, start. Like this we need to give time dot time, because I have to start and end the time up. So it will give me that how much time the first one has taken, list have taken, and how much time numpy has taken for the same data, same calculation. So I'm trying to do that, and then I'm saying result should be saved in one list. And the results are x plus y for x comma y in zip and zipping L1 and L2. L1 comma L2, and similarly I'm printing uh, okay, time by list. At first sight it can be it can be seem like it is very hectic, but once you get familiar and it will be easy for you. Minus start into 1000 I'm doing. Okay, I'm multiplying it by 1000 just for simplicity. And similarly I will do for, so this is for list, Python list, UIDH1 Python list. Now I'm doing for array. So here start is equal to time dot time result. Just can see in NumPy it is very easy, like a1 plus a2. Just you need to do like this and print. Okay, similar thing I have to do. Okay, so shall I run my code? Okay. Uh, Time taken by the list is 0.46 and time taken by NumPy is 0.23. See the difference. But the difference is not that much. Why? Because I am not doing for a large list. But if I suppose increase the list like this, let's see the difference now. So it is taking time. It is adding, then putting it into list. It is taking time. Let it take some time. See the RAM consumption here. So it is giving RAM is 12.69 GB they are providing, and the disk space is 107 they are providing, 108. Okay, now see the difference. The time taken by the list is this much and time taken by NumPy is this much. It means that our this one is also, these two are clear. Now we are saying it is convenient. So convenient you will see in later slide, in later later cells, that how it is convenient. So NumPy means if you are doing some operations like if you want matrices like 2 cross 2, just you have to say s is equal to 2 comma 2. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what was the use of zip in the result?
Yeah. So zip will combine the this first element. I told you, no, this one 1 8. It will
Yes,
zip
sir.
these two and it will add them and put in x. It will do x plus y.
Okay, sir.
Understood? Like 8 plus 1 is 9. So it will make this new list is created. This one, the result is new list. So new list is created and it will zip 1 8, then 2 9, 3 4, 4 6.
Okay,
right?
sir.
So these elements are added. So this operation is basically we are performing this one. So we are saying how much time list took in performing this operation, how much time numpy took in performing this operation. So
Yes, sir.
the result is here. Now you see the result. So it is a vast difference between numpy, and so numpy is very fast. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah.
So
So
one more doubt, like,
hmm, hmm,
see, while using the list, aren't we
yeah.
creating a new list in between?
While using list,
I mean, the method we used for the addition, we
yeah.
created zip, right? We used zip, and that means we are creating a new list.
Okay. No.
And
We no. I'm showing here the this bracket. This square bracket are there, no?
okay, but
So uh,
let's say just one. I want to argue for the time. Like, if we suppose we implement this addition simply by a simple for loop, when then can there be a difference in the time? Like
yeah,
for
100%. Yeah, you try it. It will
oh,
be, actually this is the simplest one to this is not, I am not doing anything here. Just if how can I say, 1 second, let me do like this, A is equal to, and mm, okay, like here is some value to, I'm not doing anything extra. See, I'm just append, like I'm saying 4. Okay, so it will append here 4, but I can use a for loop for this also. It is appending 4 here. Okay, so similarly I can write here uh, 1 second, what I can write for I in A, and I can put it inside one list for I in A, and I think that's some mistake I'm doing here. 1 second. Oh, so 4 times the list is created. Okay,
sir, my only
because here
point
I
is
have
that
given 4 second.
uh,
Hmm.
sir, I just want to say, like, if we can do
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same process without zip also, then we can perform it even faster, and then let's compare the time. Yeah, I will try that later, but if we can do it now,
yeah. You please try. No, but how you will do that? Means
yes, like just a
okay, you do
simple
it.
for loop.
Means you are
Pick,
saying that 1 8, like in what you will use, indexing you will use. Hmm?
yes, just
Okay. You
simple
are saying
addition
that okay,
without zip.
for loop for this first one, for second, like this you will do, right?
Yes,
Because 1 and 8 2 9 3. Okay, you do and try it and just share your results on Classroom. If
okay,
you are getting less than numpy, because less than numpy, because that's why this numpy library came. You can't get it less than
all
that,
right.
and you just try it with more
O-
with more values. Okay, because in less value,
Okay,
if I'm trying with 10, I think that it can give 0. That for both for the difference between these two and these two is 0. It can give like this, I don't know.
okay,
See 0.14, and see it is saying that numpy is taking more time. Understood? So this is a, means you have to give here
all right.
large values. So that's why the list supports some few values I can, and for that it is good. Yeah. Okay. So if you have zeros, if you want to make a matrix of zeros, like dot zeros you can do, ones 1 1 for 3, like 3 cross 3 matrix you want with this one. So you can say s equal to 3 comma 3 and np dot 1 s. Okay. Okay. Now, so NumPy also supports indexing. Okay, the same thing NumPy supports indexing as well. So let me take an example. Np dot array. mm, 6 7 8 7 8 and 1 2 3. I have 9 3 2 9 2, something like this, and I'm saying a. Now, okay, np dot oh, I made the mistake here to give one more bracket, because that bracket was for the individual. Okay, 6 7 8 like this. Now if I want to take 3 out of here, how can I take? So I have to do indexing. How I will do? The first one is will be my row and another one will be my column. So which in what is the row for this? So it will start with 0 1 2, column also 0 1 2. So the row is first row means 1 and 2. So 1 comma 2 will be my, it will give me. So here we used to give comma. So it will give me 3. Understood? So now just say, okay, if I want 8 3, how I'll get 8 3? Okay, so my 8 is here, 8 is here, 3 is here. Okay. So I am saying, okay, 8 3 means how I will get. So 0 8 and 3. So this is my 0 1 2 comma 2. Understood? 0 0 and 1 and 2. So but 2 is always -1 we used to take. So 8 and 3 I want. So I want first row, second row. So 0 to 2 I am writing, and which column I want? 1 2 3, third column. Then that's why it is giving me 8 and 3. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if I want 9 3 2, चलो अब आप लोग बताओ how I will get 9 3 2. Okay, I am showing you this 9 3 2. So which row it is? 0 1 2.
2. 2
Okay.
comma. Yes.
2 comma all 0 to 3. Yes,
0.
correct.
Yes.
2 comma 0 to 0
Column.
1 2 3.
Yes, sir.
है ना 9 3 2. Okay. So it also uses indexing as well. Okay. So indexing also, sorry, negative indexing is also used here. So if I say a minus 1, what it will give? It will give me the last row. So -1 -2 like this it will go. If I say just 5 minutes, okay, in 5 minutes we will wrap up. 5 or maximum 10. Okay. If I want to take this one, these two columns 7 2 3 and 8 3 2, how I will take? 7 2 3 8 3 2 means all rows I want, but which columns I want? These two columns. Okay. So for all rows I can say like this, all rows and 1 2 3. Okay, 7 2 3 8 3 2. Okay. So in this also we can do like this for, okay, just let me into my A, and if I am using for loop for r in A, so what it will give? It will give me print r. So it is giving me the rows. Okay. So but I want like if I want to perform the operation in between, so we can use, we can flat, we can use the flat function, flat method, not function, flat method for C cell in A dot flat, okay, and print cell. So okay, so see 678123932. Okay, so then you can perform the operation as per this. Okay. So if you have two matrix, then you can stack them. Okay, so there is something called np dot v stack and np dot like if I have two, okay, A, you already have one matrix A, and if I have one matrix B, let me take it. B is equal to, change some values like 1. So if I have A and B, what if I want to do, and if I want to do vertical stacking, V stack, so it will stack A and B in a vertical way. Sorry, what is wrong? STSCK. Oh, there is something wrong with this. No, it is right on here. What is wrong with this? B 11, 12, 13. Okay. VH. VH. Stack. Just a second. Let me take this. Okay. Okay. I got. Right. Oh, VH. It should be removed. Okay. See, the stacking happens. So this is my first one, and this is my B. Okay. So similarly, you can do H stack, horizontal stack. So you have to write H. So this is very important for you. Okay. Okay. So last thing, just I want to show you, like pandas. So pandas is basically for pandas. So pandas is basically for your data frames. Data frames. Okay. So in pandas, because these lab assignments will be using numpy pandas heavily. So how you will use numpy pandas? So so just I will show you with one. So see, so this is my till now I haven't synced my Okay, I think I have seen my. So this is my drive. Okay. Okay. So just if you click here, so your drive will be mounted. Okay. If I click, it will be unmounted. If I click, it will be mounted. Okay. So I have added one file. This file here. I have added. I added just now. So test file. So in text file, it is like this. Just I want to show you. So you have the data like this so in the data, if you want to do data analysis, you want to use machine learning like this, so your data will be like this. Okay, a b c d. So these are the some numeric values and how you will be performing the operations in this. Okay, so what I did, I just you need to put your data in your drive. Like I put ACPS, inside ACPS I put the test.csv file, and then I am giving here what I need to do. I need to import it. Import pandas as PD. Okay, and then I have to use a data frame. Df is equal to PD. There is some function method called read underscore, because the file is CSV file, comma separated values, and inside here, inside my drive, if I checked my drives folder, and told you that it is inside ACPS. You have to go inside ACPS, and you have to copy the path of that file. Copy path like this you have to do. So you can see the lecture again because it is recording. Okay, so just you have to put inverted commas and copy this path. Okay, and then you have to, if you want to see it, just put df. Now see the A B C D like this, it is coming. Now if you want to find the max from this C or D, whatever it is, so you can use the data pandas function as well. You can convert these pandas to numpy array as well.